Hello guys, I'm Hesmiyu and welcome to a new series of mine, the Prison Architect campaign. The reason why this says 2 is because I did record a first episode of Death Row using the microphone on my tablet because my computer that does my microphone audio was busy rendering a video. But it turns out that the microphone, while good, is too echoey. So I deleted that recording and I am redoing it now. So let's click on Death Row. I've also got a new TV, considering my one died yesterday. Death Row. We've been contacted to build an execution chamber at this prison, in time for the scheduled execution of one of the inmates. Play. There you go. Just a bit of water. Maybe you didn't hear that, I just had a bit of water. There's cutscenes in this, and this level does seem like a tutorial. Ingham, Davis. I recognize the two names. France, Frost. Garcia, Hancock. Here we are. The CEO, incoming call. This is a tough one. There's a prisoner incarcerated at this facility who's been convicted of a double murder and sentenced to death. That's where we come in. We've been contracted to construct an execution chamber in time for the guy's big day. In this area. This is where I want the new facility to be built. The first step with any project like this is to construct the building itself, with enough space inside to fit an execution room and a holding cell. So, let's get started. Construct a new building here. We will also need an entrance to the new execution facility. Build a large jail door into the south wall. Oh dear. I feel my audio tower lost connection. But it's back now. I'll do concrete. And hang on. Your workmen are responsible for the construction of buildings. I'm recording, right? Yes. They'll collect the steel and concrete from the storeroom and take it to the construction site. They'll use as raw materials to build the foundations and framework of your new building. This is the slowest part of construction, so you should plan ahead when building new facilities. While we wait, take a look around. Use WASD or the arrow keys to move around, and use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. For some reason my audio tablet is losing connection to the home group and to my tablet. Inside the building, I want a cell and an execution room. Partition the space by constructing some brick walls. There we go, and let's also fast forward this. In the actual game, the workmen can't open the jail doors, but they're doing this. Now, add the last jail doors to those dividing walls. I can rotate an object before placement by clicking the middle mouse button or press R. And I remember that I didn't know that R also did rotate. Apparently my new microphone position doesn't capture my mouse clicking, or at least it on the visualizer it isn't saying it. Fast forward. There we go, and next. That's looking good. We now need to designate rooms within those spaces. Designate a cell in the smaller area where our condemned inmate will live. Then designate the execution room itself inside the larger area. So, oh yeah, I've got a few mods in this game as well. These new rooms have requirements before they become functional. The cell needs a bed and a toilet. The execution room requires the electric chair. You'll go there? Oh. It tells me where I have to put them anyway. Fast forward again. And there we go. That's the essentials taken care of, but there are still a few improvements you could make. It's up to you though. These aren't strictly required. It depends how much you care about your prisoners and their environment. The cell itself could be improved with an outward facing window and a small bookshelf. And the facility would look better with a higher quality floor material, like wooden floorboards or mosaic tiles. Outside you could add some lighting and a paved pathway if you think it needs it. This is the man in question. I teased for once, would you believe? It's not our place to decide if he deserves this. The law has made that decision. We're just here to do a job. Once you are satisfied the facility is ready, you can begin the prisoner transfer in this new cell. Simply click on the Polaroid in the cell to initiate the transfer. I will add some stuff. Such as, I'll go there, or the wooden there, but mosaic, where are you? Oh, there you are. Put you there. And now paving stone, like that. One bookshelf. A light cell. Light cell? And a window. Fast forward all of that. Oh yay, ice cream van. I forgot that time of the year. Just bookshelf, there you are. Ready. Don't shed one tear for this guy. He's a stone cold killer, guilty as charged. He even confessed. Want to hear his description of what he did? It's juicy stuff. It was around 11 PM. The lights were already on. I knew she was home. I could really need to go for some sleep. I knew I'd catch you two here. Edward, don't. Just don't. What are you going to do? Shoot you, of course. They're both dead. Headshots. There's one way to censor. Oh, I think you see some right there. Clear as day, if you ask me. Deserves every vote he's gonna get. All men deserve forgiveness, even him. Are you so sure in yourself that you can deal out such final judgment? Catching your wife with another man is no excuse for what he did. And he went there with a loaded gun, knowing he'd find them together. That's double premeditated murder. He's done nothing but cooperate with authorities. This state is making an example of him. If he committed his crime 100 miles north, he'd be looking at life imprisonment instead. How is that justice? Do you want a guy like this running free? I'll sleep just fine at night when I know he's gone. Good work so far. However, there's one problem. The execution room isn't functioning yet, because it doesn't have any power. We need to connect it to the electrical supply. Oh yeah, and the bit at the top left. We are now viewing the prison in utilities mode, which shows us the electrical wiring layout for the entire prison. Each building in the prison is connected to the power grid by these thick underground electrical cables. Power is provided to the prison by the substation, which stores electricity from the national grid. As you can see, this entire ring of prison cells is without power. All the lights are out. To fix this problem, we first need to switch into utilities mode to understand why the lights are without power. The nearest electrical cables are too far away. Our engineers can't complete the wiring for this area. Extend the electrical cables nearby to cover this ring of the prison. Okay. There we go. There we go. Lights aren't the only thing that needs power. Your new electric chair does too. Use the power cables to connect the education facility to the power grid. The electrical chair itself is a special type of electrical item. It requires its own dedicated power line. You'll need to connect it up directly with mains cables. Okay. Fast forward. Down to there, and it will do both rooms. Well, I'll stretch a bit. One more, and voila. We are almost done, I think. We should test the new execution room at least once before we try to use it though. I'm just going to turn it on for a few seconds. Make sure everything is okay. Boom. See? Well, that didn't work. Looks like we drew too much power and tripped a circuit breaker in the power station. The whole prison is dark. We're going to need more juice to be able to handle the power spike that the electrical chair generates. First, we need to turn on the power back on. This is a two-step process. Switch the power station back on by clicking on it, and selection switch on in the menu that appears. Then build 3 more capacitors so we have enough power capacity to handle the electric chair. Once you've done that, test the chair again by clicking on it and selecting switch on in the menu. There we go, and switch on. And fast forward again. One more, please. There we go. Appears that these 4 do nothing to add to it. This is kind of odd. Oh, it is there. Switch on. There we go. Well done. I believe you're finished with this job. My PC don't look good now. Okay, everything's working on it. What happens now is out of our hands. It's disconnected again. We did a professional job, and that's important in our business. Try not to worry about what happens next. Can I help you? Oh, there we go. I need to click in the box. Dots. Are you looking for forgiveness? I don't know. I have to do something. I can't live with the things I've done. You have to turn yourself in. Whatever you've done, you cannot evade the consequences. You'll never be able to live with yourself until you face up to your past. I want to go back. I want to forgive her. I wanted to forgive me. God will forgive you, no matter what you have done, if you ask Him to. But you must answer for your crimes in the eyes of the law. There is no other way. It is time, Edward. You have done the right thing, even though this world will not forgive you for it. You will be with God soon, and He will have the final judgment on you. Oh, I need to fall asleep. Oh dear. It's kind of odd considering it's nearly 2:45 in the afternoon and I'm falling asleep. Again, I have been up for nearly 12 hours. Wait, oh, that's what you mean for. Edward Wamsley, you have been found guilty of 2 counts of murder in the 1st degree. The penalty is death. Do you have anything to say? Susan, I'm sorry. Oh, and now is the bzzz. There we go. You may want to ignore that sound a bit. What's that game waiting for now? Oh yeah, Chapter 2. I can't skip this, can I? No. There's a crisis brewing at one of our facilities. Someone started a fire in the prison kitchen. The priority is to put it out to stop any casualties and prevent more damage. Use the emergency services button in the toolbar to call the fire brigade. Get the fire under control before it burns the whole prison down. But that will be next episode. So I've done chapter 1 now. So that's for this episode. That's it for this time. I'm Hesmiyu. Mess up my outro. Goodbye.